Vitality's impressive best of 3 win streak has come to an end at Cologne with their loss in the semifinals to MOUZ. I also haven't recorded a YouTube video in a while, so I kind of wanted to start getting into doing these videos again, and I thought that this would be a very nice series to get into. So for this game, I'm going to be looking both at what MOUZ has been doing really well, maybe see a little bit what Vitality was lacking in, and let's see how it goes. So MOUZ will end up losing the pistol, and they're going to go for the force, which is always very interesting to see people do. I feel like it's very normal when you lose the pistol round, don't get bomb plant, that you're just going to save and buy next. And usually when you see a force, I feel like you're going to see either some type of window boost or you're going to see some type of A exec or B pop. And that is exactly what MOUZ are going to be going for. This is the classic A execute that pretty much everybody runs. Vitality are going to be ready for this. They have Apex and Flames in A. ZywOo and Robs are pretty much handling middle. I like how Apex is playing really close up to this smoke here, so even if they run out, he should be able to get them. Flames getting blind. Oh, this was so nice from Apex. Really sick play. Jimfat is throwing this Molotov on Balk, which is also going to be getting a little bit of under Balk, as you can see. And he's edging it here. Like, he goes a little into the smoke and he's edging it. Jimfat just thinks that he's stuck on something. Really sick play from Apex there. All right, so first real gun rounds here. And I love seeing like what people think for the first gun rounds. And from the Vitality side, we're gonna have Rops, who's the short player, starting in A because ZywOo is gonna be starting in ladder. So they're just gonna be swapping places for this round. Everyone else is playing like their normal spots. Flames playing behind the ramp smoke. He knows that something's up. Actually not really worrying about connector 2 too much. Apex just playing from jungle. Nice shot from Jimfat. Yeah, really nice sequence from Rops. And MOUZ taking their first timeout. They're going to be trying to get something done on... Oh, they're actually going to be completely forcing. Let's focus on the MOUZ side of things now. So now we have Brolin. So we have 2 guys in Palace, 2 guys in upper B. Exertion's kind of just making his way down mid by himself. I feel like what they've gathered from like the first couple of rounds is that Vitality doesn't really want to fight heavy mid. Seems like they're going to be sending Spinks out. The smoke, flash for him. Making noise just as one, and then these 2 guys are trading. And Exertion is ready to pounce as well, as soon as those Palace guys are ready. This is actually a very nice low buy idea, and still a lot of potential to win this after plan 2. Unfortunately, they don't. So they completely waited for this, do some B fake, and as soon as Spinks gets contact, they start walking out Palace, try to get a rotate, and Exertion can also play from Con as soon as this Con guy, if he is there, let's just say he's here, he, instead of focusing on Con, he's going to be looking towards Palace, getting those trades, and Exertion is going to backstab. So really cool sequence, really liked all the ideas behind it. And 5-0 start for Vitality. They started off really strong in this. These ramp guys, surprisingly, are going to be coming up ramp when nothing is happening at mid. So there could have potentially been, you know, a ZywOo op at A. But taking that gamble a little bit here. Feeling out the round. Mezzi gets him on the off angle. I'd say always like the key for clearing out this off angle from Mezzi is I always go like middle of the blue door. That's usually like the extent of where people will be for this this off angle here. Usually where people are starting to think that, you know, under Balk, this is where that guy's going to be jiggling. So that's why it's such a strong off angle. So you kind of have to make a choice. And if you know your opponent, that makes it even better. And Brolin is going to be covering from stairs. This con smoke is still up. Ooh. Nice kills from Brolin, huge. And that pretty much will seal the deal. Brolin gonna be running up fast short. These guys are gonna be making a lot of distraction noise at mid. Exertion get close con. Brolin go close on short. Try to find these duels. And then these guys are gonna be popping B while all that chaos is happening. Not necessarily popping B. They can if they want. They can flash. But, you know, here they want to beat the smoke. But they can ask for the flashes. They might have just contacted without that smoke though. So this would be big. Have to get this trade. 2v4. And I do like that they are going out the Balk side and they didn't just jump out there. They have much higher chance of actually killing, as you can see here. If they just jumped out, they would have just got pummeled. Like Mezzi 100% would have just killed them. But instead they want to take good duels for them. So this is really nice pathing. They're seeing that they're going out this way instead of through the window and jumping out and trying to get these kills jumping out the window. But you need to take good duels. When you're in a 2v4 like this, you have to be able to thin out the herd, get the kills where you can. So get that kill. Apex gets the trade. Gonna be very hard to win this round for Torzy here. The smoke in sight really helping, gives him a ton of space. So nice smoke. doesn't end up winning, but like he put himself in such a good position to win this clutch. Like when it's 2v4 like this, they can just beat you with pure numbers when they're just warming the sites. So just, you know, putting a smoke into the middle of the site. If this was A, you know, he could have smoked here, for example. He plants in the smoke, and then he, you know, he can go through fire. He can go through ninja here. He can go back towards default. He can play here at noob. So he can play at so many different spots. When you have to do this, I think that it's good, and it lets you be very creative as a player. And it seems like we're gonna have this, you know, classic 2-3 split where, you know, these two guys here are, you know, he's gonna be working up underpass. Exertion is gonna be top mid. They're gonna eventually smoke window, smoke top con potentially, and Vitality is full setup for this. ZywOo is going to be looking at con. He knows everything's good. Rops is even here close ladder. He knows that nobody is going to be boosting window. Now this is when MOUZ is going to be smoking con. They'll do it at the bottom part. The smoke actually kind of missed here, but flashing into con. ZywOo misses the shot on Brolin, and now the split has commenced, and this is very difficult for the con guys. Nice shot from Torzi, waiting for that. Going to be hard for them to expect both Flames and Apex here though. Exertion still playing next, a second fiddle. Nice. Huge. So he's pretty much playing, like that's like the beauty of having like these 2-3 A splits, is that this second guy can pretty much play at his own timing. Like you can go really fast into con and be like right next to Brolin and you can be ready to trade, but you can also kind of like see what the short player is doing. You know, sometimes like as soon as you do this like smoke and con, whether it's here or whether it's here, they might start fighting off short, so you might try to kill him in some way. Maybe the guy is ladder and he tries to go onto the bricks, and Apex, he is ready for it, but he's also just a sitting duck. He's just completely stuck. That Molotov limiting all of his movement. Jimfat punishes Mezzy, and this is round in the bag for MOUZ. And we're gonna have the first anti-eco now. Actually very similar to the first gun round. You know, we're just gonna go out mid, we're gonna see what's there, make noise, make the CTs know that, you know, we have this control, and we're gonna exec. Now they can go through this, which they are going to, it seems. Yep, they're gonna be execing straight through. Nice space taking from Exertion. Let's see how he did this actually. So Flash is going through, right clicks through. Goes straight towards Apex, under Balk. Huge kills from Robs. Let's watch this from his perspective. Nice. Robs is playing these fights so good, oh my god. And as soon as like these front two guys die, this is so hard now. Because not only do they have to worry about Robs, which is here, right? But they can also go through this bench smoke anywhere, like edging this smoke. They don't even know that Apex is here, and they know that it's possible, so they have to molly him out. And the ace. We'll show the last kill from Robs for the ace. And of course, huge to be ecoing them here. It's crazy that this map does get away from them. Again, same type of thing. We're gonna show a bunch of presence in mid. We have 3 guys, 4 guys at mid, 1 guy underpass. We're gonna be like, we're here, we have this space, we can split you anytime we want. But at the end, they're going to go take this space and they're going to come back A and just work out, get good duels for the AK. And I think that's what's important. Like just having a strat that gives good duels for your AK, I think is what's going to give you the highest chance of winning the round. And of course, make sure that the... Ooh, I was going to say make sure that the pistols go out first, which they kind of do, but Torzi still gets the contact anyway onto ZywOo. And like, let's just see how this looks from ZywOo's POV. He honestly kind of just got owned, but he was a little bit nervous of a connector as well. As the con guy, you can't really be like spotting top con to connector because, you know, as you saw, when these 4 guys are mid, they were looking for these duels at mid. So if Apex is giving it here with this jiggle, then they can just lose the round straight off the bat. So he has to play really passive. He has to check window from here, check it from here, and ZywOo was looking at con because of that, falls down, and he kind of just got smashed by Torzi. And as soon as ZywOo dies, the round just opens up, and as soon as they know where Flames is, they're just going to swarm him. So everyone's clear under Balk. Nice trade. They do the smoke at bench. Kills him on the spam, and that's the round. And I would probably think that Vitality would do the same thing here. You don't want to give too much space. MOUZ, so far, every single round, they just come out top mid, and they're just like, yeah, we're here, and they're going to go back. And this round, they're actually going to be getting close a little bit. This could work out very well for them. Exertion getting boosted over the con smoke. It's hard for Rops to really see this, Like unless he was playing like here, then he would see it, like going for this angle. So yeah, Vitality, they are looking to come up here. But this smoke is actually crazy. It doesn't always look like that, but it's so high up here on this right side that it actually saves Flames. I think that he definitely would have been seen. And here comes the mid fight. Actually, I think the smoke just went away and they didn't re-smoke it. I think that's actually a mistake here from MOUZ. Yeah. Yeah, Torzy just getting caught with his pants down. Normally, like when you're having like the op search like this, you're gonna make sure that somebody smokes window. But because they're preoccupied with boosting under con, like this was like for sure just like calls like on the fly in the moment, asking for the boost. And Torzy, he's going for this pick over here as well. So they're kind of fighting the same thing. While that's happening, the smoke is completely gone. And Torzy can just get shot from the side at any second. So this is going to have to be a banger CT half from MOUZ. So it seems like they're going to be going up short. Mezzi's in upper B already. He's just chilling. Probably we're going to have a Molotov here in jungle, smoke here in con, either here or here. So instead we have a molly for window, smoke top con, and now we're rushing short. So this is going to be hard shots for Spinks. Torzy gets a random shot through the smoke. Oh, and Exertion is just in the best spot ever for dualies here. That's kind of surprising. So he's playing, okay, so he's playing default, looking up in the sky for the smokes. This is a pretty cool setup from them. I'm curious like how it would have looked if they went upper B instead. Like what I think would have happened is he would have smoked here. Maybe he smokes here and he goes down into car. And then Exertion, in default, he would have killed everyone that's jumping out. And Jimfat would have focused on all the people that are coming through the balcony. And as soon as he is short, he smartly repositions to Edward / get right. Clean kills. First gun round of the half. Let's see how Vitality want to do this one. At A, it's gonna be like a little duo play. This is just like a little move. I like this one as well. You're gonna nade deep ramp. Brolin peeks with it. Nice opening. Exertion actually doesn't have a smoke for himself at Sandwich. Thankfully he doesn't get mollied. And then Brolin taking down the first one makes it very easy for Exertion. And they're just cleaning up the two of them, as I say that. And Flames, not really much you can do, especially with the smoke on. But still a chance. Okay, 1v2. Okay, but Spinks just settles it. And yeah, I think Vitality is starting to feel like this game's getting a little bit out of control. So they clear all of mid control here. Ramp smoke is gone, and now Vitality are starting to throw some nades at A. Zaibu with the hero AK goes down. Torzy ready to punish. And now the crux of the round is going to be on Rops. It's like, can Rops make something happen here? Oh. Really good chance to. 1v4 essentially. Jeez. I mean, that was just like a perfect lurk. So here again, we have 3 guys mid making a bunch of noise, and 2 guys towards A, 1 ramp, 1 halls. Apex gonna just walk out halls. Hopes that the mid stuff is enough, but it is not. And these guys are gonna walk down mid now. Gonna try to walk on, but Spinks is in the perfect position. Okay. I mean, it is actually the perfect position. And it looks like he whiffs, but like that is very awkward. You see, like Mezzi does like this crouch, and there's not that much like time for him to shoot. Like he shot pretty much as fast as he could, but this crouch completely just ruined Spinks' chance for a double here. I feel for you, Spinks. That sucks. It's still definitely possible, even as a smoke. Does the smoke for bench. And this is where I was kind of even talking about before, like where do you put your 1 smoke if you want like the maximum amount of like space to play with? It's like you can put it here in the middle of sight. You can put a bench, you know, if they go CT, it doesn't do much for you. You could even just put it in like the middle here. You could just put it like straight up in the middle for you to play around. It's whatever makes you more comfortable to play the round out and to get you duels where you can be in unexpected spots and dance around the smokes, essentially. Flames going to try to trade places with them. I actually really like this play. Torzy's completely aware of it though. I like the vision for the play. You see like how he's playing around it though? Like when you're in this spot, 1v2 clutch situation, whether it's the 2v4 over here, wherever you think that you can play off of it the best. And that's just going to be up to your intuition of where you know the enemies are, or where you think that you can kind of move to, what's going to give you that space to make the kills that you need to make. Jimfat ready with this smoke. Seems like something he's very comfortable doing. Did it on the pistol as well. Re-smoking Con. And these guys are taking ramp at the same time. I really like this from MOUZ. They're very active. You know, they're playing default on this round, right? Like Torzy, he throws the HE for top mid, goes back to B, makes sure that they don't insta-lose to a B pop. They know that they're tech 9s. And as I said, it's pretty much you either work kills mid, exec A, exec B. They know that Vitality is doing the, you know, let's try to look for kills at mid with our hero AK / Galil. HEs for exertion to peek it. And it's also kind of like a little bit of misdirection too. You know, it's different if you bounce the HE off the wall like this versus this HE. Because everybody knows that this HE from jungle to ramp is the one where people typically peek with. And then this one from default, I feel like people usually do for HE damage. And because it's a little bit of misdirection with the HE because of the bounce, he's playing in ramp. They're playing like this setup together, 3A. And this is going to be super, super strong. And I would even say that Exertion could probably even aim a little bit lower here, because this back wall, like if you're ever peeking like in the middle, like from, you know, this side, there's going to usually be a shadow. So you pretty much want to have your crosshair placement where these guys here that aren't in the shadow will peek, because you can't see those guys. As you can see, the way that Mezzi peeks and the way that Flames peek, there's no shadow. But yeah, overall, the trades are just looking really good for MOUZ. Like, Torzy is a ticket already. Unfortunately, he misses that shot, but they're all here. Gets that kill. And it just comes down to the kills. And this is it, all or nothing for Vitality. And MOUZ going for the complete pace changer, pushing up top mid with 2. And this is probably why Exertion was throwing the molly in mid. He's like, I like this play. This is how I would counter it. I'm going to molly into the middle of the ramp. And this is the exact play that he's trying to counter for himself. Brolin has this HE for top mid. These two guys are pushing together. So this HE going to let them peek out. Unfortunately, doesn't get the kill. And I like Vitality's approach. You don't really want to gamble this round on like an exec or B pop. That would just feel bad. You want to give yourself chances to outplay your opponent. So they're going for like this defaulty take mid, win the fights. So far, been 1 for 1, and Exertion's going to go for another peek and kills Rops here. So overall, just kind of winning out on the duels and the trades. They're still thinking, you know, they could go mid, so they're kind of holding on to it. Jimfat's going to be hiding. Torzy has all of B locked down, not seeing anything, and now they're going to start coming out ramp. Ooh, Mezzi, diligent as ever, spams out Firebox. You should always make sure that if you have time to come out Tetris, and to spam Firebox, definitely do it. You can just get a free kill just like Mezzi did. Remember to stay diligent, especially when you have the time. Because the way that Vitality is coming out here, like when you go out ramp like this and you don't have like some set exec where you're, you know, doing tons of flashes and you can do like some straight entry path, you have to win the fights. You have to like take your time, win the fights. Don't be too slow, of course. You're going with these flashes, and as you can see, ZywOo is throwing this flash for them to cross, and that's going to help them get the bomb down as well. Torzy, already in a good spot though. He's peeking up. Not much they can do about this, to be honest. Mezzi, if Brolin wasn't there, would have been able to trade, but yeah, they're just in perfect spots. Great rotations, really nice mid-round decisions. I feel like the CT macro was, you know, completely on point. That was just a great half from MOUZ. I think that they called really, really good on T side. I think that, you know, a lot of these rounds could have went different ways, but I think that's like the ideas you could see from both sides were really high level. I think that there was like a lot of really nice moves and things that you can be taking, whether you're playing in a pug or playing like in a team yourself. Lots of stuff to take from this game, and I hope that you learned something from it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you like this and what more you'd like to see in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.